Good morning, I'm Trista Polo. I woke up this way and it's awesome. To be who you want to be, you must first accept who you are. It is Tell the Truth Tuesday. I did a video recently about the road to success, and I talked about how you need to have a really strong why. And I have struggled with my why over the years. One of the challenges with finding a why is it has to be bigger than any excuse. It has to be bigger than I don't feel like it, bigger than but there's a party this weekend, bigger than the season finale of my favorite show is on. So I always sort of envied people with kids when thinking about my why. I thought, oh, those people have it easy. All I have to do is say, my kids are my why. And of course I know you mean it, but I don't have that. I can't make my dog my why, although, I mean, come on, she's amazing, right? And when it comes down to it, what I really have had to admit to myself is I don't know what I want out of life. So I finally figured out what I want, but it took me a while to get to that. I have some tools to share that will help you identify your why. And both of these will require pen and paper. So pause the video, go get some pen and paper, and come right back. Okay, good, welcome back. So the first is, let's get down to what you don't want. Because what I find is the people who don't know what they do want, they know what they don't want. So take the piece of paper and fold it in half long ways. So you end up with two columns, one on either side of the fold. On the left side, I want you to write down everything in your life that you don't want. Go ahead and pause the video until you're done, and then come back and I'll give you part 2. Okay, welcome back. Now, you have a column on the left of a lot of things that you don't want. Next to each thing you don't want in the right-hand column, I want you to write down the opposite. I don't want to struggle financially. I want financial freedom. I don't want my kids to struggle in school. I want my daughter to get into an awesome college. Now, once you've completed that right-hand side list, and this is the most important part, rip that page down the center and throw away the don't want list. Now you have a list of the things that you want. You can use these wants as interim short-term or long-term goals. That's my first tool. Here's my second. Now let's look at what your big why is. What drives you that's bigger than any excuse, any upset, any stressor. So this requires a second piece of paper. Look down your want list and find something that really resonates with you and write it down at the top of this page. Go ahead and write down why that's important to you. Okay, good. Now that thing you just wrote, why is that important to you? Go ahead and write it down. Okay, good. Now that thing that you just wrote, why is it important to you? Go ahead and write that down. Okay, good. Now that thing that you just wrote, why is that important to you? Go ahead and write that down now. Okay, good. Now that thing that you just wrote, why is that important to you? Write that down now. You can take this exercise to as many levels as you like. What most people notice when they do this exercise is that they start to go from the material of the world and they start to get into the driver of things. So hopefully, between these two exercises, you now have a really good idea of what you want and of your why. Now you need to have that big and bold somewhere in your life, preferably as part of a goal statement that you read twice a day. You can make your vision board out of it. You can share it with your family. Speak that why into existence as much as possible, and the universe will clear the roadway for you, making that road to success that much easier to travel. I'm Trista Polo. I woke up this way. What is your why? Have a great day.